Hi folks, how you doing? Time to take a look at that Tax Act professional software. So anyway, once you've downloaded and everything, okay, the first thing you need to do is to follow the instructions that's out there on one of the announcements. This is the document, and notice what it says. The first time you run the program, you will be asked for preparer information. You are the preparer and put your name. But remember, don't use your social security number, so just follow. The first thing you need to do is follow what it says here, okay? So just read through this and you should be fine. You don't have to fill out all the information. Do not give them your address. Do not give them you could use a different name. That's fine. Not your real social security number, but that's the first thing you need to do, okay? Now, let's go over to the software. And I'm going to do the return for one of the individuals that I made the return on, that I've gone over in class and on the video. We're going to do that return, okay? And it's the first one. It's the one with Cassandra Albright. So what we're going to do, I've already entered in my prepare information. So if you go here, let's see, edit my prepare information. I just want to show you. So I put Steve Cowan. I made up a social security number, and I live on Scooby-Doo Lane in Moneyville, North Carolina. Anyway, you don't have to put a ton of information in there, but what happens is, let's see if I show up. Yeah, see, there I am, Steve Cowan. See under all preparers? So now I'm there at Steve Cowan. Okay, so let's add a client, and we're going to add a new 2023 1040 client. So they have different, we're going to 1040 client, we're going to say okay. So her name, I'm looking over here at the document, it's Cassandra Albright. Oops. No middle initial, Albright. Okay. They want a social security number, and I think they gave us one here. Yep. 412. Let's see, what was that? 412345670. Okay? We don't have a date of birth. I just made one up. 06/01/1971. Okay? Occupation. Now again here, she worked part-time in a doctor's office. I put consultant. Okay? Not super important. Okay? Forget the email address. Forget all that kind of thing. I guess you could put in the state. But we don't have an ID or any of this stuff. And then just go, her filing status is single. You can put her address in here. They give an address. 1400 Medical Street. Medical Street. And, oops, what happened? Medical, okay. I don't know what happened there. Medical Street. And she lives in apartment 3A. And her zip code is, they gave a zip code, did they? 92273. And they say that's Sealy, California. They tell us in Lowland, California, but whatever, came up Sealy. Just leave it that way, it's fine. We just want you to get used to using the software. Go create client. Now obviously if this was a real client, it would be much more important, okay? So here, take a look, basic information. They ask about IDs and stuff like that, which obviously you would want to put in for a real client. And here, single, right? And they look about dependent information. They ask you a lot of different items here about you or your Joyce, you or your spouse, can you claim a qualifying child? All these different types of things here. Have you purchased government through government marketplace? You don't need to do all this. How do you want your money back? Is it direct deposit? So for those of you that have been in VITA, you've seen some of this before. Let's see. Federal estimated tax payments. Do you want to automatic withdraw the payments? No. Okay. Late filing fees. Anyway, all this stuff you don't really have to worry about here. And by the way, here's my information. Steve Cowan, Scooby-Doo Avenue. That's just so when it prints out, okay? All right, let's go back. Yep, we're going to save the changes. Now, okay, notice it says, let's go back here. Let's go here. Open the return. Okay, so now take a look on this left-hand side. Now, I've only been using this for, 20 minutes, okay? But normally what they'd like for you to do, and I'll show you. See where it says documents received? Like here, W-2, 1099s. So if you go to type in anything without a supporting document, right, it'll give you a warning. So let's go here. Let's do her W-2 first, right? Because she worked for a doctor. Now, we don't know a lot of this information here, so don't be bothered with it. But we do have wage information. So she made $49,223. The federal income tax withheld that they told us about was $5,200. Okay. Social Security let's see. Social Security wages, just use the same number. Basically, it's saying that Social Security is based on the same amount. Social Security withholding, $3,052. This is all given information. Medicare wages, use the same wages again. That's fairly standard on a lot of returns. Not always, but mostly. Medicare withholding, $714. Then they even had state withholding. Let's see. We'll go down here. The state she lived in, where did she live? She lived in California, right? So we can go down here. We can go down to California and enter that. Her state wages, $49,223. State income tax, what she paid was $22.65. Okay? So that was all the information we had from there, okay? So we're going to go down here. You don't have to worry about any of this, okay? And then go back. Okay, so now we have a W-2 in here. And you know what? Let me go back in here. I'm just going to put employer's name. I'm going to put doctor. Okay, we don't have any more information than that. But this way, we'll see it. You see how it showed up over here as doctor? Okay. That's the first thing. Now, the next thing we could do, we have a 1099 with interest from Old Bank, and we have a 1099 DIV from Bake Company. Okay, so go down here and go to, okay, so we go 1099 int. See it right here, 1099 int. Click on that. And again, we don't know all that information, but we do know the interest came from Old Bank. Okay, and then it says interest income. Interest income was $2,200. Okay, that's all you need to worry about. Notice, see how it filled in her information right here. Don't worry about any of this down here for this thing here, and then go back. Okay, now we have a 1099 DIV. That's from Bake Company. That's for dividends. So see here, 1099 DIV. Okay, and again, all we know is it's from Bake Company, so we just put Bake Company in there. All right, Bake Company. And so it wants to know ordinary dividend, 3,500, and they were all qualified dividends. Okay, and again, that's all you need to put in there, and then go back. Now, what's interesting about this, you know, again, if depending upon what kind of software you've used. Okay, let's go back here. Let's go down to forms. Forms and schedules. So we filled out some information. So look, Schedule B, right? Look what happened. Schedule B, it went and filled in the 2,200 here, right? And it filled out the 3,500 here. So you see, this is where by just putting in the proper documents, it already puts it in the right place. Okay? Now, let's go to Schedule A. So in Schedule A, if you take a look here, she had let's see, in Schedule A, those items were, she had state withholding, okay? She had state withholding of $22.65, okay? Then she had, let's see, $22.65. Then she had real estate tax. Where are we at? Schedule A. Oh, they put, and then let's see, where's real estate tax? $22.65. By the way, that came from the W-2. See that $22.65? That came from the W-2. Then other state income taxes, she paid $350. You see how that pulled that right over? Real estate tax, let's see here. Real estate taxes, here we go. $34.50. Okay, and then mortgage interest. Now watch what happens here. When we go to put in mortgage interest, it's not going to like it. Let's see if I go to try to put, where can I? Interest you paid. Mortgage interest deduction. Okay. I'm looking. Yeah, let's see if I go to put in total from 1098. Like if I go to put in this 12,000, this is what I was talking about. See where it says open supporting form? If you paid mortgage interest, you would get a document. Okay, so this machine is telling you, hey, don't just type that in there, get us the document. Okay, so open supporting form. There you go. They're looking for a form 1098. So all we don't know the lender's name, just put lender. And all we know is she paid $12,300. That's all we know. Okay, just there you go. Gives her address again, fills it in there, go back. Okay, and then look what happens, boom, pops it in there. Okay, so when you go to put something in here that's supposed to come from some type of supporting document, that's what will happen. Okay, anyway, let's keep going. What else can we put in here? We can put it, we got the interest, we got the dividends. All right, let's go. Now we have that Schedule C, right? Because she had that consulting gig, right? So let's go to Schedule C. Okay. Principal, business, or profession. I'm just going to put consultant. Okay. By the way, it'll ask you to look at these codes. By the way, these codes really suck. Excuse me. They're not really all that. I'm just going to go, I don't know what kind of consulting she was doing then. Professional, scientific, general. There you go. I don't know, but we don't have enough information to put anything name. We don't have the business name, addresses. This is probably going to be all of her same information. She used the cash method. Now, they asked for gross receipts. We know that was given to us, $5,300, right? 5300, 53,000, excuse me, enter. Okay. She didn't have any cost of goods sold or returns or allowances because this was, it's a consulting business, right? There is no cost of goods. Now, how about expenses? So watch what happens here. Car and truck expense. So we know there was 2,500 miles and we're going to use a mileage thing, but you got to put that in here. Watch what happens. Oops. It's gonna, no, I didn't want that. It's gonna open, see where it says open a supporting form? There you go. So notice what happens. It says, well, wait a minute. You can't just put something in here. You got to tell us what you're talking about. So in this case, we're going to go down here and we're going to go down for the mileage. Say section B, information for mileage. So how many, let's see, is that the easy split? Yeah. Total business investment miles driven do not include commuting miles. How many miles did we have? We had 2,500 miles. Oh, open supporting form. It wants a different form. So you see, this is, if it's not the right form, it gives you. But what it's going to do here, see this business percentage of 100 asset? We're going to go in here. Let's see, we could just put asset type. It's a car. Date of service it wants to know. We don't know. They don't tell us that. We're just going to go 01, 01, 20, 21. We're doing a 23 return. And we're going to go down here Not going to worry about the depreciation, tentative cost or whatever. Okay, so we're going to go back. Okay, and now what we're going to be able to do is now we can put in those miles. So total miles driven, we had 2,500. Oh, well, see, got to get used to this. This is a open supporting form. Okay. Hold on. Got to go back. Okay, open, untitled copy, open form. Okay, they want something in there, asset description. Hang in there with me, folks. We'll get it. Comes in here. We're not going to be doing makers because we don't. Hybrid. Nothing for section 179 here. Okay. So here we are. We're on this depreciation worksheet. But notice if you take a look over here on the left, you see where we have depreciation car for travel, and then it has one for greater than use of 50% or less than use of 50%. So if you go over here and you click on, oh, excuse me. Where is that depreciation car? No, that's not the one. Hang on just 1 second, folks. Got to find. There you go. This is what, see where it's car for travel, this one right here. So notice it says total business miles driven during the year, 2,500. Okay. Then not how many commuting, then other person miles, total miles driven all year, 13,000. Total other personal non-commuting miles, so the difference here would be 10,500. Notice what happens. See how the vehicle's percentage use, 19.23? That's the information that they wanted. That's why it kept giving us a problem. But now take a look at what happens. When we go back over to Schedule C, let's get out of here. By the way, you really do need to look at all these different things, but for our purposes, you don't. But there's a lot of different items that potentially you may have to. But now we're going to go back over here to Schedule C. Where's our Schedule C? Standard deduction. Wrong time. They show you. Okay, let's see here. Okay, go to our Schedule C. On a consultant, right? Let's go back. Look what happens. Right here. Oops. It should have filled that out. Okay, folks, I found the glitch. So we were on that form 4562 for vehicle for listed property, right? And what happens, we put the mileage in there to give us the percentage, but you see where it says use standard mileage rate? That's what I wanted to show you. You click that button, and notice the standard deduction is 1638. You go over here to your Schedule C and check it out. Pops it right in there for you. Okay? Let's see what else did she add. She had supplies of 500. Okay, 500. She also had cell phone charge. I'm going to put that under utilities. They put it under other. But let's see here. 960. I think that was everything. Okay, and then she had a laptop. Now, the laptop is going to go back on that, let's see. Laptop is going to go right in here. So it says total cost of section 179 placed in watch what happens when you go to put that in here. It's going, wait, what are you talking about? Tell us what it is. And so we're going to open a form, asset description, computer. Then it says asset type, and let's see here, computers and other peripheral equipment. Okay, Then it says, ask you how much for section 170, tentative cost or basis, 3,300, right? And then we're going to use section 179. We're going to go 3,300. Okay. And now we go back over here to our let's see, where's our Schedule C? Is it not up there? I don't see it up there. Is it up there somewhere? Yep, our Schedule C. And watch what happens. Oh, didn't put our 3,300 in there, but I thought I would. Let's see. Open supporting form. You see what it does? It puts you, okay, 30. I thought we did do that. 33. All right. So you can see it'd be a little touchy here. Don't want that. Computer, open the form. What did we not hit here? Oh, didn't put the data in service. Oh, there you go. That was the problem. 4/23/2023. That's what happened. Didn't like that. So now go back. Now look over here on the right. You can pull down right here. Schedule C. I bet you it showed up now. Boom. See what happened? All that because I didn't put it that date. Okay? So anyway, total expenses, and there's the amount of profit. Do we have any other expenses? No. Okay. So we have all this together. So now let's go take a look and see what the 1040 looks like right now. Okay. Client's return. Form 1040. Let's see what it looks like right now. Okay. Now the only other thing we need to do, we had put in there. So this was the income tax that was withheld from her W-2. And we need, there's other forms, estimated tax payments. So you know, on that estimated tax payments she had made, let's see here, where is this guy? I think it was $13,000. 13,000. Hold on, just looking for the information on my sheet here. Come on now, they took this somewhere. W-2 interest itemized. Oh, yep, $13,000. So let's see what happens if we try to put it in right here on line 26. Oh, see, as soon as you do that, it says open the supporting form, and it'll see how it says form 1040 estimated tax pay. Add copy, open the form. So they want to know when you paid it. We don't know when you paid it. Just put 6,500. 6,500. Okay, that makes the machine happy. Go back, and then bada boom. Now it's in there. Okay, so anyway, if you remember when we went through this return on the forms, and let's see if I can get to that real quick. Can I? Let me see if I can. Just want to make sure. We got 883. So this return is basically done, I think. Okay. Oh, what I want to show. Hang on one second. Let me go here. Let's go see. Hang on. I just want to go check this out. My courses. Okay. It's in here. This is the other book I used for this. Tax returns. And Albright, I think, was the second return I had done with this thing. So let's see. Preview. Just hang in there, folks. It's coming up. Okay, that's the first one. Okay. Come on now. Why are you taking so long? Yep, very nice. Oh, there we go. Cassandra. All right, so let's take a look at her page 2. It's 1040. There you go, the 883. So you remember how we had to go and look at the SE. So now let's go back here to the software. Okay, wherever it is. Oh, here it is. Okay, look what it did. It filled that stuff out for us. Okay, so somewhere, and now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say print this. Okay, so I'm going to go print, and I'm going to tell it just select states none, whatever, just prepare data, just whatever the defaults are here, just leave it and go print. Okay, and I'm going to tell it Microsoft print to PDF and say OK. I think it's printing. I did this before. Oh, here we go. Okay, here you go. Notice Scooby-Doo Lane. Didn't bring my name over, but notice you see Scooby-Doo Lane. Next page. Next page. Okay. Next page. Steve Cowan. There's my name. Prepare right there. Next page. What I want to show you is, so there's our Schedule 1. Okay. Next page. There's our Social Security. You know that SE, right? The attached Schedule SE. We didn't even fill that out. The machine did that because it knew we were self-employed. Okay. The additional taxes, it knew that too because we were self-employed. We didn't fill that out, right? It filled it out because we gave it the information. There's our itemized deductions. There's our Schedule B. There's our Schedule C profit and loss. So in other words, some of what we did before, like here's that Schedule SE, it did all of this. We didn't do any of that. Like how we did on the other ones, it did all of that. Okay? All right? There's the QBI deduction, that $89.95, right? So there you go. You see all of that stuff all came out. All right, folks, that's the first one. Hopefully get better, but it's actually a pretty nice software. I kind of like it. Anyway, there you got that information. I might, anyway, watch this, see if you can do it. All right, talk to you soon.